is why today I'm going to be talking about different ways to recycle. Well, now in the world, there's a really big word and a really big rule called the 3 R's. Well, in the world, in the earth, nowadays, you probably know about some big news from different scientists telling that now the earth is really bad. Its resources are coming low, they're decreases, and there's a lot of plastic and trash being thrown around in the nature. So recycling is something that's really important right now. So let's look at the 3 R's. But let's just go and look at the new words first. We have is cloth bags. What are cloth bags? A cloth bag is a kind of bag that's made out of clothes. Let me find one. I haven't found any kind of clothes bag around, but cloth bag is just kind of like plastic bag but made out of clothes. What about plastic bag? You can usually see them when you go around a supermarket or going to the small grocery stores such as the Hoseng stores and some things like that. Yeah, we usually see a lot of people use plastic bags, especially people in the supermarket too. Plastic bag is used everywhere. It can come from no color, like from clear plastic bag, into really modern plastic bag. Yes. Next, fabric too. And we have orange silk. We have shower, fertilizers, vegetables, natural resources, moisture, condensation, preventative verbs like decomposed and adjectives such as overpacked. So let's go and look through our recycling part. Let's go through a whiteboard. Wait me. Okay, so here mine. And today we're going to be talking about a really interesting topic called the 3 R's. The 3 R's, and you can add an S here to make sense for it. So what are the 3 R's? Let's go and look through it. I'm going to write them down. I'm going to text them. That'd be better. Is this style okay? Do you like this style? I don't think I can fix the style, so sorry. Okay, so let's go and look through our 3 R's. I'm going to make a red paint here. Sorry. Okay, so let's go and look through first one, recycle. Okay, so what can you see now is recycle. What is recycle? Recycle is to turn old things to new things. Reduce is to use something less. Reuse is to use something over and over. So let's go and look through our first one, recycle. Okay, so recycle is a way to make old things to new things. Think about this. Now, here I have is a kind of paper that's really hard to break and really hard to tear. So this is the kind of paper that I have, but it is too old. I don't need need it anymore. Just think that's too old. It's been 1,000 years ago, but then it still appears in my house there. I really don't need it. Nobody in my house need it. So I guess I'm just going to recycle it. What does recycle mean then? Recycle is a word that means to make new things from old things. Now think about this paper. This is old papers, right? But now if I want to have some new papers, I can use these, try to cut them up, and then try to recycle them into new papers. And that can be done for lots of things, such as plastic, even metal, cardboard, or glass. Now talk about glass. If we have some kind of glasses around us, like the one that we use to drink water, not the one that we used to wear. Okay, so I just want to say you that. So if you have those, you can try to wait for somebody. Now if you're in my place, I don't know if that happens in your place or not. They will have some kinds of peoples that would go right into my village, and then they would say that they're the ones who buy treasures, such as paper, plastic, cardboard. They don't buy metal or steel though. But there's a lot of things in my house that's made from those. So in one time, I can sell lots of them. And for me to remember, 1 kilogram of 1 kilogram of paper and things like that is equal to $10. To 10,000 Vietnamese dong. So I think that was a really good thing. And whenever there's a person that goes through my village like that, I'll just put all the kind of paper trash that I have, put them in the special trash for that person to put into the box. Well, if there's some pieces of paper left out, I can put it in the box. Okay? And when I'm finished, they would pay me. Yeah, they would pay me an amount of money. If there's a lot of them, you think if there's 100 grams of paper, then maybe they come from 5,000 dongs. It can be like that. So that is what I really love to do. And usually it will happen in the very starting of any weather in my place. And in the cities, you can try to look at some recycling places where they would collect all things. You got all those in a big bag and then travel to the recycling center. Yeah, so that's first one. That'll take a long time to talk about that, but let's go and look for our next one, reduce. Okay, so reduce is something really fun, but also really easy to do. Now think about this. If you're brushing your teeth, right? And the very first step when brushing my teeth is to take the toothpaste on. And then what I would do next is make my toothpaste and my toothbrush to become wet. And then some people would just put the water there and don't close it and just brush the teeth happily. But for me and for my family, we have a really nice habit, but really common habits is turn off the water when we brush our teeth. Yeah, or even when we're washing our faces. By some kinds of cream, we will also try to turn off the faucet. That would help us to reduce water. Reduce is a word that means to use less. to use less. This means less, okay? To use less is to reduce. What about reuse? Reuse and reduce are different, okay? Reuse is to use something again and again. Now think about this paper. This paper looks so beautiful. There's so many beautiful scenes on there. I really love them and I want to make them something that I can reuse. How can I? I can put them inside my journal, such as take a note about my travel when I get this paper, cut them out, and then I can reuse. Or maybe I can put some of them on the wall like this as a poster. I can do so. If I like, I can put some of them on my studying space. Yeah, that's a way so. I try to reuse everything. I'm really creative. I try to make anything that I can from those old things because I'm a kind of person that really likes to, so I just don't know why, but doing these 3 hours makes me feel happy, nice, and helps the earth a lot. So what about you? Can tell me any time that you have used the 3 hours at your house? See if you can try to prove that you're a person that really loves nature by the 3 hours action. See you next time.